Hey guys, I'm Lizzie Murphy, and today's video I'm going to be talking to you all about Fatal Exchange by Lisa Harris. Okay, so this book, it kind of follows this guy, what's his name? Now, it keeps going back and forth between Mason and Emily. Mason is a cop whose director, I can't really remember, I'm sorry, whose director or sergeant is, they've known each other for a while, but she blames Mason for the death of her brother. So, but even though they did an investigation when that happened, and he was, and he's clean. They've said that, he's fine. He didn't do it. But she's not convinced, so she is still, forming her own secret investigation. But everybody else thinks that he didn't do it. So, but anyway, I digress. But then it starts going to Emily. And, she's going, she's a teacher at high school, middle school, like that. But she is worried about one of her students. And, when he doesn't answer her calls and stuff like that. And Mason also knows her student. Sorry, I can't remember his name. And he gets a call from that student saying that his brother was kidnapped, and he and his mother are poor, and they can't come up with the money that they are demanding. So he calls Mason because that is the last thing he can think of. So he does it, and Mason, knowing he's a student of Emily's, calls her, and as she shows up at the school, and they start talking and he tells her what happened and what the student told him, about how about the student's brother might be with the drug cartel people and with the gang and all that stuff, and she's just, it's like, oh no. No, it can't be that. But then she goes to school, and her niece, who is Mason's sergeant's mother, a little weird there, her niece starts talking to her and says that, her dad, for him passing away a couple months ago, and how she's not really comfortable with her mom's current boyfriend, and it's just weird, and so, normal stuff like that. But then she grabbed her notebook, her textbook or whatever that Emily had brought over for her from her classroom, and the missing student shows up, and he starts talking, and Emily calls Mason and tells him that the student's here, that she's with him, and all on the phone, Emily calls the student, tells him that Mason, and says, "Can I speak to you for a minute?" Not telling him that Mason was on the phone. So, but then she looks up, and the student has a ball cap on, and he pulls out a gun, and he holds the entire classroom at gunpoint for hours and hours. And it keeps going back and forth with the police trying to do something, and Mason trying to do something. Mason, pretending to be a pizza guy, goes in there and gives all the kids pizza just so he's there to protect them if needed. But he doesn't have a gun, but he still thinks he can still be there to help. And, a little feelings starts to reawaken between Mason and Emily, as you all probably guess. And then it starts going on, and then it starts going through this entire book, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the same day. Nobody slept. The days hasn't changed. It's the same day, and you're like, oh my gosh, they went through so much in just one day. So much happened, and I gotta say, there was some things that I was guessing was right, and other things I was just shocked, and I was gasping, and I was, oh my gosh, and all that stuff. But I'm not gonna go into too much detail, because I don't want you all, I don't want to spoil anything for you all. Guys, go pick up the book. It is amazing, and it's not that expensive. I think it's like $4 for Kindle. And trust me, you will not regret it. It is amazing. It is clean. Nothing on there except talking about the drug cartel, but you know what I mean. But anyway, you guys, that is it for today's video. If you like this, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube, click the little bell icon down below if you want to get notified whenever I post videos. Comment down below if you've read this, or if you're going to read this, or whatever. Love to hear from you all. And I hope to see you all soon. Bye, guys!